Well, good morning, everybody. Yoga Basics Day 4. My name is Steph, and I will be your yoga teacher today for this of our fourth workshop in our Yoga Basics series. To everyone catching us later online, we are so glad that you're here as part of our LifePoint Fitness community online. So today, we are going to be taking everything that we've been working on this week and putting them all together into a flow. For those of you who are planning on continuing with LifePoint Fitness in our yoga classes, they are all flow-based classes. About 9 out of 10 are going to be flow-based classes. That simply means, how many of you have heard the phrase yoga flow before? Right, sounds pretty common. Well, that simply means that we're putting our breath to our movement. We're combining them together. Now you'll remember all the way back to that first day in Yoga Basics, seems so long ago, that we introduced this concept of uniting with our breath. And over you've heard me say, if you lose your breath, you lose your yoga. Yes. So we're really going to begin uniting our breath with our movement as we explore what it looks like to flow. Flow the breath, allow the breath to move the body. All right. Now, we're going to start actually up today, starting in a tall mountain pose. So make your way onto your feet with strong, firm foundation. Separate your toes, press them firmly into the earth. Feel the arches of the feet lift as you press down through all four corners. Good. Automatically, that's going to start pulling the energy up. Feel your belly engage, tailbone softens, heart over the hips, head over the heart. And let's just bring our hands to heart center. Good, you are welcome to close off your eyes here. And we're gonna get right into it. Put a smile on your face. Good, let's get ready to move our bodies. Settling, feeling your firm foundation rooting up through the earth. Allow your chest to expand as the air fills your lungs. Now I invite you into the role of the observer. What sensations is your body taking in right now? Not to judge, simply to observe. How is the sensation of air on your skin? What muscles or joints or connective tissues are speaking to you already in your body? Just to observe, not to judge. How does the light look filtering through your eyelids? What sounds do you hear? In yoga, you will often hear a teacher, myself, or another say, if Ujjayi breathing is in your practice, feel free to engage that now. Ujjayi breathing is simply a constriction in the back of your throat that constricts the airflow in and out. So it almost makes your breath sound like Darth Vader or ocean roaring. So let's try that now. Just slightly constricting the back of your throat, making the breath become audible. Now you are welcome to keep your Ujjayi pranayama, that simply means breath, your Ujjayi breath through your entire practice today. Just creating some internal heat in the body. Staying with the breath, on your next inhale, sweep the arms high. And on the exhale, hands travel through heart center all the way down into a forward fold. lift the head, inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, breath to movement. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms reach high. Look up at your hands as they touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center all the way down, forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Lift the head, reverse swan dive on the inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms extend overhead. Bring your gaze to the thumbs as they touch. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step your back foot long behind you. Drop that knee and sit up tall into a kneel. Hands to the hips. Beautiful. Let's find that breath once more. On your next inhale, sweep the arms high. Stay here for breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands bring the foot. Pop that knee up. Inhale, step your foot forward. Generous bend in the knees. Interlace arm to opposite elbow. Give yourself a little sway here, ragdoll. Hands to the earth. Straighten the legs, come up to a flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, step the right foot back, drop the knee, low lunge. Hands up to the hips. Good, reconnect with the breath. You're doing great. On your next inhale, sweep both arms high. Good, hold here. Now remember, when our arms are up high, it's like we're holding a giant beach ball. So those pinkies, rather than twirling out, they're spiraling in. Good, deep breath. Exhale, hands frame the foot, back knee pops up, step it in, generous bend of the knees, big ragdoll, let your head hang heavy. Maybe a little sway side to side, or perhaps you find stillness. Lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, hands to the floor. Step back one foot and then the other, strong plank. Good, good, hold it. Firm up the quads. Slight tilt of the pelvis, pubic bone towards chin. Wonderful, separate the shoulder blades. Shift slightly forward, knees or toes. Chaturanga, hold. And now all the way down to your belly. Wonderful job. From here, tuck your chin just slightly so you're not looking up at me. You're not hanging your head heavy. Slight tuck for a neutral spine. Bring your hands back behind you. Interlace those fingers and pop up the chest. Good. Let your feet leave the ground. Locust with chest expansion. Now it's okay if you don't remember the names of all of these postures. You've learned so many of them this week. And over time they will come. They will come. So today I'll be flowing with you. Good. Release this. Head down, forehead to the earth. Bring your palms down. I will flow with you today, just so that you have a chance to glance up at me throughout. If you hear a word and you're like, I don't remember what that is, you can go ahead and glance up at me, glance up at the screen if you're following along online, and get a little reminder. Now, typically, when you get into the regular classes, there will be a mixture. Sometimes I'll be on the mat with you. Sometimes I'll be walking around the room. For those of you comfortable with touch, maybe adjusting form a little bit. For today, you just get to follow along, both visually and audibly. All right, bring those hands just under the shoulders. feet as wide as the mat, and begin to roll your way up into cobra. Give your shoulders a nice little roll, bringing them up, back, and down. Good. Feel those shoulder blades slide down. Good. Keeping a nice soft bend here in your elbows so you're not hyperextending them. Good. They'll even be slightly out in front of you. Yep, hips down towards the mat. Good. Deep breath in. And now push it all the way back, big toes to touch. Child's pose. Now, just a reminder that child's pose is always available to you. No matter what we're doing, this is a yoga pose as much as any other thing you will ever do in this class. So you're always welcome to return to a child's pose at any time, at any day, not just today. Always welcome to return to a child's pose. One more deep breath here. On your exhale, shift forward to tabletop just for a moment. Give your belly a little pat to remind you to keep it engaged. Let's work through 3 cat and cows. Press the belly down, lift the head, lift the tailbone for cow pose. And then exhale, lift the belly, drop the head, drop the tailbone for cat. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. One more. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Step your right foot back. Give just a couple of rocks forward and back, warming up through that calf, through the bottom of the foot. Good. Let's switch it over other side. Excellent. Curl the toes under. Begin shifting the hips back. Feel the ribs touch those thighs, and then press the heels down towards the mat, finding your first down dog of the day. Take a couple of pedals out through the feet. Remember, eyes of the elbows are turning forward, triceps wrapping back behind you, broadening across the shoulder blades. Good. From here, shift your body forward without moving the hands or feet. Forward into plank, lower to your knees. Chaturanga, cobra, child's pose. Good. Shift forward, curl your toes under, and shift back into down dog. Breathe here. On your next inhale, shift forward to plank. Drop to your knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, belly to the earth. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, cobra. Good. Exhale, child's pose. Shift your body forward, curl the toes under, down dog. Inhale here. Exhale to plank. Inhale, plank. Shift forward on those toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Keep traveling all the way down, belly to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale to plank. Exhale, belly to the ground. Going through chaturanga, belly to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Good. Exhale to down dog. Let's do one more just like that. Inhale to plank. Exhale through chaturanga, all the way belly to the floor. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Wonderful job. Excellent. Now what you just did is a version of a vinyasa. Vinyasa simply means to place in a special way. So we will take many different varieties of vinyasa, and you will find the special way in which you enjoy doing a vinyasa. So for some of us, knees will be on the ground, we'll find cobra. For others, there will come points where you start jumping your feet in and out and using chaturanga with your knees up. And all of this will begin to make sense the more you practice your yoga. So for today, I'll be showing you a couple of different options for your vinyasa to place in a special way. And we'll begin using vinyasa as a transition in our flows, not just today, but for your future as a yogi. All right, from here, curl your toes under, push your way back into down dog. Look forward at those hands and tiptoe your feet all the way up to those hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Frame the foot. Step your left foot back. Take a moment here. Find a firm foundation. And then on your next inhale, sweep the arms high. Crescent pose. Good. Hands here like if you're holding that giant beach ball. You feel a nice stretch in this hip flexor. Tailbone is soft, so it's working its way in the direction of the floor, not the wall behind you. Nice and soft. Energetically drawing both inner thighs towards one another. Good. Can you get 1 inch lower? Good. Firm through the belly. Can you even place your hand there just to give yourself a little reminder? Exhale. Release the hands. Step your back foot forward. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frame the foot, step the right leg back into your lunge. Find your balance. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms high, crescent pose. Excellent. So you feel how we're letting the breath move our body. That's flow. You're flowing. Good. All of the same things. Softening through the tailbone so it's pointing towards the floor, not the wall behind you. That's going to give you a nice stretch here in this hip flexor. Inner thighs energetically drawing towards one another. Pinky spiraling towards each other. Good. Can you get a little lower? Back knee firm up into the thigh. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, frame the foot. Step your back foot forward. Forward fold. All right, let's put it all together. Lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. Point your gaze to look at those thumbs as they touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back one foot and then the other. Shift forward slightly, lower to chaturanga and hold. Even if you're on your knees, that's okay. We're going to hold right here in the chaturanga. And now, I'll show it to you from the side. Now, from your chaturanga, we're going to flip the feet one and then the other so that they are tops of the toes down. Good. From here, push yourself up so your hands and your toes, your hands and the tops of your feet stay on the mat. Everything else is off, so your thighs are off. So it feels a lot like cobra, but only the tops of the feet are on the mat now, not the legs. This is called up dog. From here, flip back over those feet and push yourself back into down dog. Good. Make your way to your knees, child's pose. Now you'll remember, I told you our vinyasa, to place in a special way, has lots of options. And this is the next one. Going from a chaturanga to an up dog versus chaturanga to your belly to a cobra. So you are welcome to stay with either one. If you loved that cobra, you loved the rest of resting your legs down, the stretch through your belly, feel free to stay with your cobra. If you're ready to try the up dog, stay with the up dog. If you want to go back and forth between the two, go back and forth between the two. It's your practice. You get to make it what you want it to be. Let's take one more deep breath here. 2 more deep breaths here in child's pose. Beautiful. Make your way back into down dog. Walk your feet into your hands. We're going to take 3 sun salutations. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. And we've done the 2 parts of this. Exhale, hands to your heart center separately. So if this feels familiar, this is the beginning of your sun salutation A. Inhale, sweep the arms high. But now we're going to add it, exhale, forward fold, to your vinyasa to make a full sun salutation. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, step 1 foot back and then the other plank. Good. From here, shift forward, chaturanga. Let's go to our knees first. Lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Good. Look up at your hands. Step your feet up to the hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Lift your head, reverse swan dive on your inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back plank. Inhale here. Exhale, drop to your knees. Lower slowly through chaturanga onto your belly. Flatten the feet. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Look forward. Step your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the head, reverse swan dive. Hopefully your body is starting to anticipate what comes next. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And this starts feeling very familiar to you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. A little change. Exhale, hands down. And this time you're invited to jump back to plank. Good. On your next exhale, shift forward and lower chaturanga. And let's try that up dog. Inhale, up dog. Good. Exhale, down dog. Good. This time look forward to those hands. Jump the feet up to the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Now, I hear the giggles. Lift the head, reverse swan dive. If it wasn't for you, exhale, let's just bring hands to heart center and chat about it for a second. Now, don't assume that because you felt wobbly in it, it's not for you. Falling is learning. That's right, falling is learning. And so it's okay. We try new things, and we keep trying new things over and over again until they just become a thing and they're not a new thing anymore. Right? So don't be afraid to explore, to have fun with this, to try new things. Now, you may step forward, step back for the rest of your life, and that's absolutely okay. All right, there's not a hierarchy here. So you do you. You find what brings you joy in movement. All right, nonviolence is one of our principles in yoga, and so that includes nonviolence to yourself. You want to be kind to your body, to challenge it and to honor it. You want to enjoy your yoga, or you won't do it. So find movement that you love, find movement that you want to practice over and over again. And sometimes it takes doing things several times before you're like, I don't really like this. So give it a try. Try it over and over again. And if you decide something's not for you, then scale it back. Do the other way. That's why vinyasa to place in a special way, your special way. Inhale, sweep the arms. We're going to do 3 more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the earth. Option to jump all the way back to chaturanga this way. Good, this time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay here for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, look forward. Jump or step your feet up to your hands. Forward fold. Lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Stay here for a breath. Look forward. Jump or step your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale. Lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step back to chaturanga or plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Excellent job. You did it. You made it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So for the classes here at LifePoint Fitness, the flow-based yoga classes, you will see a lot of sun salutations, different varieties of different variations of what you just did. So as that becomes a familiar part of your yoga, your body's going to start knowing what comes next. You won't have to think so hard about it, which is great. Once you become familiar with the asana, the postures of yoga, you don't have to think so hard about them, and it truly begins to become a moving meditation. Here at LifePoint Fitness, it's a Christian yoga class that we teach, and so we want our movement to become worship to the Lord. And that happens once we become more familiar with what we're doing. We don't have to think about it. We can just put on some good worship music, really meditate on what the Lord has done in our lives and what he continues to do, and let our movement become an act of worship, which is a pretty cool thing. All right, from here, come out of your child's pose and just swing your legs around into a nice, easy seat. Good. We're going to take a chest expansion, and we have a couple of different varieties we're going to take. The first one, just from your simple seated position, bring your hands back behind you, placing the fingertips either facing towards your booty or slightly out at an angle. It really is going to depend on the anatomy of your shoulder. Press them firmly into the earth, and then lift the hips. Yes, feel this expansion across your chest, across your shoulders. Good. We did a lot of up, down, a lot with our front muscles of our chest and our shoulders. We're going to just reverse that counter that by stretching those same muscles. Excellent job. Drop your hips back. Now that might have been plenty for you. If it is, you are welcome to stay with that over and over again. Otherwise, let's try the next option. Feet flat to the earth, hands come back. And this time you're going to pop the hips up. Good. Staying nice and neutral through the neck, feeling that expansion through across your chest. Energetically draw your heels towards your hands towards your heels. Good, you're going to feel your hamstrings turn on. And let's lower. Good, we're going to do one more just like that. Right? And always the option of taking the expansion with your hips down. Ready? Here we go. Pop it up. Deep breath in. One more. And on your exhale, release. Excellent job. Bring your right leg out. Tuck your left foot in. Let's get into some nice stretches. And then we'll rest in Shavasana. Sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold forward towards that outstretched leg. Now we're bringing our navel forward. So notice I didn't say fold down. Said fold forward. So we're shifting our body forward towards that outstretched leg. Once you can go forward no more, you are welcome to allow your head to drop, your back to round. In come all the way up to seated. Excellent. Let's switch it over other side. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, begin to shift your navel forward. When you can go forward no more, you are welcome to round the spine. Wonderful. Breathe here. On your next inhale, bring it all the way back up. Come into a simple seated position. Inhale, sweep the arms high. And exhale, fold forward. Maybe your hands rest on stacked fists or all the way down on the earth, whatever feels good for you, while sitting bones staying down on the mat. Just breathe here. On your next inhale, begin to walk your hands back up, finding a simple seated position. Legs come out in front of you, and we're going to make our way down for our final resting Shavasana of the day. So arms out, and begin to lower just 1 millimeter at a time. Slowly, slowly. Don't beat me to the bottom. Draw your belly in, ribs together. Good. Slow, slow. Oh, I think we should hang out right here for a second. Yeah. Slower. Good. Low. Low. Stay with me. Good. And release. Let's take a really big Shavasana here. So extend your legs as wide as the mat. Arms just plop out to the side. And let your body just begin to sink down into it. Taking all of the goodness that you just did in your first flow. Now tomorrow, we'll be timing 1 breath to 1 movement. A flow to go. It'll be a little bit quicker. It'll be a shorter class for our 5th class, our 5th workshop. And there are some days that you've got time to come and take a full-length class. There are other days that you just want a quick movement. You only have time for 20 or 30 minutes of exercise, but you want to spend it doing yoga. So tomorrow is going to show you a shortened option to be able to do that. But for now, just take in all that you just did. Be grateful in gratitude for a body that is able to move, to breathe, to explore. For a mind that is able to expand and to learn new things. And then stop thinking and just rest in this stillness. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. Bring your arms together, up overhead, big toes to touch. Big full body stride, arch your back. Lengthen your right side. Lengthen the left side. Make your way through the fetal position and all the way up into a comfortable, easy seat. Good. Once everyone's there, we'll seal our practice. Take your time. I love the smiles. You guys look very content, very proud of yourselves, as you should be. Inhale, seal the practice with one last inhale. Sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands through heart center. Namaste. Thanks for flowing with me today. I am so very, very proud of you. Tomorrow we'll continue to build upon your knowledge as we flow to go. One breath, one movement.